Hey, what is up you guys? Almost did not see you there hanging in front of me with a camera, totally unnoticeable. But how are you guys doing on this fine day? I hope it is as good as mine, because as some of you may remember, a little while ago I did a challenge and it was called the Try Not to Laugh Challenge. Of course I totally nailed that, did not laugh a single time. Maybe I might be lying, you will have to find that out for yourself. But now, a few weeks later, we are back with another challenge, and it is quite different from the Try Not to Laugh Challenge. This will be the exact opposite. Today we will be doing the Try Not to Cry Challenge, and as the name of the challenge reveals, it will be a compilation of very sad videos, and I will have to try my best not to cry. But it would not be a sub-challenge if I was not going to nail it. So prepare to not see me cry. I will bet that I will not shed one single teardrop. I will be going in this with a clear mind. I will not be knowing what videos are in this compilation. Of course, to get the max out of the challenge, I am still feeling pretty confident that none of these videos are going to face me. Well Luke, let's see what you have in store for me. Yeah, so that wasn't even that bad. Ain't no tears coming from this guy. Well, at least she got sad from the video. Who knows? Next video. Abuse? That is a compelling title. I bet it is about abuse then. Surprise. Okay, that was just horrible. I cannot believe someone would ever do that. It is just terrible to think that anyone in his right mind would do such a thing. I will personally end this violence. I just cannot take it any longer. I thought I would be stronger, but this hurts. I wonder who would do such a thing. I will go out and end all the violence. Do not worry, woman in the video. I will avenge you. I will hurt anyone that is trying to hurt people. Just look at those guys fighting. Why would they just bring such violence upon themselves? I will make a stop to this. I will enter this ring. I will fight for everyone who got hurt by abuse. I will avenge you once and for all. I have my sword of justice in hand, and I will not stop until everyone that deals damage to others gets their own fair share of pain. I am just going to need to find someone in the ring. My opponent probably hit someone backstage. He must be filled with rage and hate. I will be the one to slice it out of him with my sword of justice off. So I already broke down on the second video, but the challenge is not over yet. I have no idea what is going to happen in this video. Looks like some gang member trying to leave his gang. That will not turn out all too well for him, I guess. So they actually did kill him. I will now make it my life's work to find Neil. At the cemetery will be the best place to start looking for him. I do not know if he is dead or not, so I will have to be cautious. He may or may not be here. At least my time serving as a detective for my local sheriff's office will come in handy with finding Neil. I do not even know what Neil looks like, but still I will have to find him. I have my flashlight, and that is all I need. And my healthy dose of courage, of course. Cannot have the one without the other. Maybe if I climb into that tree I can have a better view of the cemetery. I wonder why nobody is around the cemetery at this time of day, or night, whatever you will call it. But I still cannot seem to find Neil around here. It looked like this was the best spot to come looking for him, and yet there is still no sign of him. This is where my little Anna is resting. I can't believe I came out here without thinking about that. I should have known better back then. It was a bad idea to take her out for a swim when she did not even know how to swim. And maybe I should not have thrown her into the water myself. But that aside, who is that stranger at the gate? That might be Neil. Then I will at least have something to be proud of these days. This Neil guy seems to have left no trace of where he might be. That reminds me of the time when I was fighting in the Vietnam War. Me and my buddies were getting surrounded by the Viet Cong. We were all alone in this jungle with no way out. While the Viet Cong was closing and I was able to find a way out through a bush. I kept hiding in that bush. It was horrible. I saw how they took away all my buddies, and they never got to me. I was able to walk out of there a free man, mainly because I was hiding in that bush for nearly 4 months. By the time I got out, the war was over and they put me on a plane back to the good old US of A. Did this guy just really morph into a baby? That cannot be real. I have seen a lot in my day, but I do not think that I have seen sorcery like that. And then he is claiming that he is my son. I think I would remember having a son. I did not even get pregnant. Not that I know of, at least. This is strange. I have to be dreaming this, right? Yeah, it has to be that way. But the next video, right? Let's go. Don't cry, sub. Don't cry, sub, you totally got this. Please don't cry. Don't cry. Why do bad things keep happening to good people? It is like the word is never mind. I have found the solution for not being sad touch me in a way only my uncle Bill did when I was a little boy. Ready. And he made me cry. That's exactly what I was thinking to myself, and when I heard myself saying just because of some videos. This is it. I cannot believe this. I need some fresh air from being sad. I will just go outside for a little bit to do some sick moves. Get ready for some good stuff. There was something off with that last video. It did not seem right. It feels like they never should have broken up in the first place. I bet. But wait, those phones they were using, I bet that was the reason they broke up. That is the only logical explanation. I cannot find another reason for it. I knew it. I can fix this. Now I just have to find a new phone, and they will live happy ever after. It does not seem like that weird of an idea, right? When you analyze the video, it just all makes sense. All the missing puzzle pieces just simply fall into place when you just take a look at their phones. It is the only reason those two kiddos broke up, and I shall fix it. Maybe that will make me unset again. But first I will actually have to find a new phone. That is the worst part of it. I do not think that I can find one of those new iPhones after what happened last week, because my experience with getting sucked into the iPhone 7 was so bad that I actually stopped anyone else from getting it. I just scraped up all my money, and I went out to every single electronics store out there and ended up buying every single one of the iPhone 7 series. So no one will be able to have the same bad experience as I had. I again think that I have done the world a favor. I am the hero this town deserves, but does not need. And that is pretty much the way it has always been around here. To you guys it might look like paradise and all, but living around here is not all fun and games. Sometimes things go wrong, and when they go wrong, they go horribly wrong. But I found that to be happy around here, you have to keep doing the things you like the most. That was just a dream. It felt so real though. Maybe I have a son named Neil hopping around somewhere. I should get to the bottom of that someday probably, but not today, because I am going to get unsad by driving around in this boat. Have you ever seen a sad person on a boat? And I do not mean the Titanic. And by the way, that was just a movie, and we all know that movies are fake. No one actually cried on that boat. They were on a freaking boat. Who can be sad when they are on a boat? That is just weird. Like, look at me right now. Does it look like I am sad? And obviously I am having way more fun than anyone on the Titanic. But that is just because I am sub. I am the funniest being alive. It is no wonder that I end up laughing my butt off through all of this. That is just the way things go for me. And even on this boat, the sadness will not get to me. The sky will not shed a single tear anymore. But it just keeps feeling wrong. I cannot get those two lovebirds out of my head. I feel so guilty. They needed new phones to reconnect their love, and I was not able to find new phones for them. I would not make you guys feel. I think everyone deserves at least one new phone to give their relationship the spark it needs. So let's go to my happy place where I was telling you about a few minutes ago. The playground. It is literally the best place to be when you are feeling gloomy. I do not know why, but even this does not seem like the way it used to be. It seems like I am burning through all of my cards here, and that is even making me more sad. Those poor cards are just gonna burn there, just because I could not make things work out for the better. Even the playground made me feel sad. I guess I am pretty much out of options then. If nothing makes me feel happy anymore, I guess I will just end it all. I know that might not be the best option for all of you guys, and I am so sorry that I have to do this, but I just cannot seem to find another way. I just feel so sad, I cannot take it anymore. I will end it in a dance-off. Nothing, and I mean it seriously this time, nothing will make you as happy as a dance-off. And then again, have you ever seen a sad person dance? No, that's exactly what I was thinking to myself, and when I heard myself saying no, I thought to myself, yes, this is it. This is the one thing that is going to keep me from being sad. And so I went to the disco to do some sick moves. Get ready for some good stuff, because trust me, you are about to see a whole lot of good stuff. I hope you are 100% ready, cause here we go. How can I be sad when I'm throwing dabs around like it is nothing? But okay, the dancing ended up working, and that is great. That last video made me feel a certain way. You know, I am a helper. That is what I do. I help people with their problems. So since that animal seemed to be in trouble in the last video, I will go out and find myself one of those sad animals, and I will cheer it up. And this time I will do it, I promise. Not unlike the phone, which was pretty close. This time I will get close to, but when I see the end zone, I will catch the ball and score the touchdown. Odell Beckham Jr. style, baby. There will be no sad animal left when I am done with this town. And as always, that is a promise I am going to keep, because you know me, I do not break my own promises. But I just cannot seem to find the right sad animal around here. You know, a cuddly cat does not sound like an animal that needs saving. But there must be some animal around that needs my help, right? Well, I guess I am not finding one of those pets in this store. But just follow me. So just because I was not able to find an animal worth saving in my local animal adoption center, that does not mean that there are no animals around my town. And I know there are. I always hear my next door neighbor's pet hamster cry when it is raining. I guess the gloomy weather makes it sad, or it is because the hamster, his cage is sitting on the balcony, and my neighbor died a couple of weeks ago, so he cannot take it in. I feel bad for that hamster, but his daddy will come back. I believe in that. It is just like when I was a kid, and I lost my daddy in the ball pit. We were just playing around when suddenly he was talking to the mother of Sophia, a friend of mine in kindergarten, and he told me that I should wait here for my mother because she was coming over, because he was not able to bring me back home because he needed to help Sophia and her mother with something in the bathroom. I think she might have wet her pants through all of the excitement in the ball pit. I can relate to that. But my daddy never got back. I think her pants might have been really wet and they went off the dry cleaners. That adds up with the thing that mom told me. She told me he and Sophia, her mom, went to Mexico and raised little Sophia on a sheep farm. But I knew what she actually meant. There was a dry cleaner in town called, wait, what is that guy doing up there? That is the spot where the dry cleaner used to be. Maybe my daddy is still there. Or can the guy on the roof maybe be him? Let's find out real quick. Why is he not answering me? Daddy, please. Is it actually you? That cannot be. Why would my own dad be ignoring me like this? Why is no one paying attention to me? Attention is my fuel. It is the only way I can properly function in this world. Wait, never mind, I have found the solution for not being sad anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, please get ready. Here we go.